feel the flame dying. And for Cole fans, like we have been hearing you talk about Fayetteville, like Villmatic, like everything for so long that actually hearing that line really hit me.
Nah, that's real. That's real. You want me to talk about that line?
Yeah, because I mean, it comes to, I would say, once we get to disc 2, it ends on a more positive note, some closure. But I was a little bit surprised to hear that.
Nah, for sure. Because at that time, and whether that be after Forest Hills Drive or whether that be before, it's like, it doesn't even matter because the point is the emotion. It was a real emotion. Where there was a time where, first of all, when I went away to school, when I left Fayetteville and went to New York, I loved coming home. Like it was one of the, of course I love New York. It was amazing to be up there, but like I really looked forward to getting back home and I was missing home. So any type of 3-day weekend we had, like in school, was like, I'm driving home. I couldn't wait to come home. And just to party at the same parties I was going to, but I didn't want to miss nothing. I wanted to at least be home. And that lasted throughout my 20s, really. Like, especially when we first, like, you know, then I'm in college, we coming back, then I got a deal, we coming back and it's more lit in a different level, you know what I mean? Cause it's like, I'm back in Fayetteville and it's like, yo, we got action and activity and it's like the love is different. But there was a point where I started coming back home and it felt different to me. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't, you know, of course it's all internal or whatever, but it just wasn't feeling the same. I wasn't having the same, it was heavy when I was coming back home. It was like a burden, whether imaginary or real, it was like a burden that I felt and a heaviness and almost a darkness. And like, whether it's in the form of like bad news, violence, it also was a time when the shit was getting really, really bad. You know what I mean? Like everything you hear is like, yo, this shit is worse now. It's dangerous now. And it was like, you know, very sad stories coming out of the city. On top of that, there would be like, you know, at the time this was important to me, but it was like, you would hear such and such said such and such about you. Yo, you ain't here, why is, you know what I mean? Like these situations of people around the city that has something to say about me. You know what I mean? It was like, at that time it felt like, man, fuck, like.
Until we get that energy on Poor Thing. It's, the sequencing on that is, okay, so let me gather my thoughts here. It's so interesting, like you said, it's this like hyper-focused time because on Safety, there's the setup, right? There's that friend writing you from home, right? Giving you all of the news. And then towards the end, he sets up like, yo, why is this guy making songs about you or whatever, which then leads us into Poor Thing. And then you also have a reference to drum and bass, which I didn't really catch till like recently, the more I listened to the album, which sets up as we go into that song. So even as you're on drum and bass and you're having this amazing time out, like the nostalgia, then things start to turn left. So like the story, like if you pay attention, really like you kind of feel the emotions that you were going through at the time. You know? For sure.
So those were the emotions. Like the emotion of you hearing somebody talking about you and I'm not outwardly like saying, what? You know what I mean? But internally, it's like, first of all, nigga, I don't even fucking know you. You know what I mean? And mind you, that's not the specific Poor Thing story, because to me, Poor Thing, mad people hit me like, yo, who you talking about in the third verse of Poor Thing? It's like, bro, that's not even really important. What's important is the emotion that I'm giving you. Really, if you really want to know the truth, I combine a bunch of niggas into that last verse, the punk bitch, to give you the emotion that I feel, and that probably a bunch of people feel when you hear somebody say something about you. You're like, it's an instant triggering feeling. And like, you know, I'm not the hardest nigga in the world, far from it, but I'm still a human and I'm still born and bred in this place where pride is like how you survive damn near, you know what I mean? Like you have to carry a sense of like defensiveness and pride just to like make it through the day, maybe unscathed, you know what I mean?
But even if you carry that in your person, like when you're in Fayetteville, as a fan, I feel like that's the first time I really heard you dial it up like that on a record. Like that was one of my favorite songs because I was like, oh, okay, Jermaine, this is like a different side. You know, that energy is not something we've gotten from you before.
But that's just me trying to give you a glimpse of like how I feel. Like that's how it does exist now. Like at 29, it definitely existed more than it did now. But even at 29, I knew what I know now, which is like, yeah, I might feel like this, and my gut feeling might be like in the moment hearing that, it's like, man, I wish I could see that nigga right now. And like, let him say what he just told you in front of my face. Cause one, he know he lying. He don't, you know what I mean? And two, he know he not like that. This is my gut initial instinct, right? And then there's a part that goes, it's not that serious. Let him, you know, let him. It's cool. Like, even if he's saying something about you that's untrue, like, let him. Even if he's saying something about you that's true, let him. You know what I mean? There's a adult in the room that comes and says like, yo, your initial instinct is not worth it. You know what I mean? Because your initial instinct could lead to a movie that you've seen so many times. Right. You know what I mean? And on top of that, just on a spiritual level, it's like, yo, what's that gonna do? Like, so I'm ramping it up on that verse to just give you insight. Yeah, you never really got that from me, but it's like, just to give you insight into like, yo, that's how it feels. And I know people feel that and can relate to that, because it's like, yo, that's, you know, for better or for worse, that's a knee-jerk reaction to disrespect. You know what I mean? It's a defensiveness. Unwarranted disrespect.
You know, I think you pointed out, like, look, when I was broke and struggling and trying to piece it together, like I was on my own figuring that out, you know? So for you to then come at me now when I'm doing like something good for myself. It's understandable.
Yeah. And it's
Who in the hell is he talking about? I ain't even finna pretend like I was paying attention. This nigga, who is he talking about? Now I gotta rewind this shit. Who the hell was J. Cole just talking about? Who disrespected him? Who is he talking about, bro? This nigga be boring me. I'm tripping, y'all. My bad. Let's go, J. Cole. Let's go.
you know what I mean? But internally, it's like, first of all, nigga, I don't even fucking know you. You know what I mean?
To drum and bass, which I didn't really catch till like recently. The more I listened to it, this guy making songs about you, giving you all of the news. The sequencing on that is, okay, so let me gather my thoughts here. It's so interesting. Like you said, it's this like hyper-focused time because on safety, there's the setup, right? There's that friend writing you from home, right? Giving you all of the news. And then towards the end, he sets up like, yo, why is this guy making songs about you or whatever, which then leads us into Poor Thing. And then you also have a reference to drum and bass, which I didn't really catch till like recently, the more I listened to the album, which sets up as we go into that song. So even as you're on drum and bass and you're having this amazing time out, like the nostalgia, then things start to turn left. So like the story, like if you pay attention, really like you kind of feel the emotions that you were going through at the time.
Yeah,
you know? For
sure. So those were the emotions. Like the emotion of you hearing somebody talking about you, and I'm not outwardly like say what? You know what I mean? But internally, it's like, first of all, nigga, I don't even fucking know you. You know what I mean? And mind you, that's not the specific Poor Thing story. Because to me, Poor Thing, mad people hit me like, yo, who you talking about in the third verse of Poor Thing? It's like, bro, that's not even really important. What's important is the emotion that I'm giving you. Really, if you really want to know the truth, I combine a bunch of niggas into that last verse, the punk bitch, to give you the emotion that I feel, and that probably a bunch of people feel when you hear somebody say something about you. You're like, it's an instant triggering feeling. And like, you know, I'm not the hardest nigga in the world, far from it, but I'm still a human, and I'm still born and bred in this place where pride is like how you survive, damn near. You know what I mean? Like you have to carry a sense of like defensiveness and pride just to like make it through the day, maybe unscathed. You know what I mean?
But even if you carry that in your person, like when you're in Fayetteville, as a fan, I feel like that's the first time I really heard you dial it up like that on a record. Like that was one of my favorite songs.
Man,
I was like, Jermaine,
let's get to this Jay-Z shit.
You know, that energy is not something we've gotten from you before.
But that's just me trying to give you a glimpse of like how I feel. Like that side does exist now. Like at 29, it definitely existed more than it did now. But even at 29,
let's get to the Jay-Z shit.
Like, yeah, I might feel like this, and my gut feeling might be like in the moment hearing that, it's like, man, I wish I could see that nigga right now and like let him say what he just told you in front of my face. Because one, he know he lying, he don't, you know what I mean, and two, he know he not like that. This is my gut initial instinct, right? And then there's a part that goes, it's not that serious. Let him, you know, let him. It's cool. Like even if he's saying something about you that's untrue, like let him. Even if he's saying something about you that's true, let him. You know what I mean?
I can't lie. I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. I'm not gonna pretend like I know who he's talking about. I don't know, bro.
What? Like, there's a adult in the room that comes and says like, yo.
Oh shit, Mike from the field. Yo.
Your initial instinct is not worth it. You know what I mean? Because your initial instinct could lead to a movie that you've seen so many times.
Right.
You know what I mean? And on top of that, just on a spiritual level, it's like, yo, what's that gonna do? Like, so I'm ramping it up on that verse to just give you insight. Yeah, you never really got that from me, but it's like just to give you insight into like, yo, that's how it feels. And I know people feel that and can relate to that because it's like, yo, that's, you know, for better or for worse, that's a knee-jerk reaction to disrespect. You know what I mean? It's like it's a defensiveness.
Unwarranted disrespect. You know, I think you pointed out, like, look, when I was broke and struggling and trying to piece it together, like I was on my own figuring that out, you know? So for you to then come at me now when I'm doing like something good for myself, it's understandable.
Yeah. And
shout out to Nadeska. Shout out to J. Cole. We're going to get to the Jay-Z. Let's get to the Jay-Z interview. All right. J. Cole, salute. I don't know who the hell he was talking about. I wasn't paying much attention. I'm going to go ahead and be 100% honest, bro. Pretty sleepy, pretty boring. I'm not the biggest J. Cole fan. I do know the history. I do have my songs I could pick out and pinpoint and all of that. Shout out to Nadeska though. Shout out to J. Cole. J. Cole is a premium. Hold on. First and foremost, let me give J. Cole his props. He's doing something that Drake and Kendrick alike aren't doing. interviews, accessibility. Shout out to them. Interviews and accessibility. Super Bowl interviews don't count. All right? Super Bowl interviews don't count. The reason I'm saying is because that's part of your contract. When you doing this on your own, you got something that you trying to put. Hold up. Let's go. Shout out to Mels over there on Twitch. Shout out to the Bird T252 and Aniston 256, and appreciate the gifts and the bits over there on Twitch. Super duper salute the males. They say we all sleep now. Let's turn up. Mike from the Ville say 904 over there on Twitch. Let's turn up. Let's turn up. Hey. That J. Cole shit is high. That shit type boring, bro. I ain't gonna lie. These are more morning type. Jay-Z, J. Cole, to me, these are more morning type interviews. It's just, that's what, god damn, phone going crazy. That's when this shit dropped. I mean, we here now, whatever. I wanted to get at it earlier. Nigga, these niggas are boring. Shout out to everybody, man. Welcome. Hit the likes on your way in. Feel free to help yourself. Make yourself at home. Just don't put your shoes on the table, man. Say what you want in the chat as long as it's respectful. But you're welcome to have your opinions about anything. Everything that we're watching is being used under the Fair Use Act for education, entertainment, research, and satirical purposes only. The views and thoughts represented in these videos do not necessarily represent the views and thoughts of the RUMORNATI Network or its chat. Now, welcome back to the RUMORNATI Network, the place where the conversations are real, the opinions are loud, and the chat is the most aggravating chat on the internet. If you're new here, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and get comfortable, because once you step into the RUMORNATI, you are officially part of the conversation. Now listen, on this channel, we talk about everything the internet is buzzing about, from hip-hop news, celebrity drama, viral moments, cultural debates, and the stories that people are afraid to ask questions about. And the best part of this whole show is the chat. Because the RUMORNATI chat is not quiet, it's not polite, and it's definitely not boring. The most aggravating chat on the internet. And, well, you guys never hold back your opinions. So if you're here right now, go ahead, let us know where you're at. Drop where you're watching from. Hit that like button. Let's see those opinions in the comments, because around here we don't just watch the news, we break it down, we question it, and sometimes we aggravate the entire internet while doing it. Let's go. We got this Jay-Z finally breaks his silence with GQ. This interview was 35 minutes long. They say he talked about everything. We're going to get to as much as we can. Shout out to the 252. Shout out to the 904. Shout out to the 256. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the Twitch.
It was hard, really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah, I'm glad we got right to that, you know, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
Like, I was really heartbroken by like everything that occurred.
Mm-hmm.
You
Let's go. All right, let's go.
How would you rate your 20?
If you want to see this interview in its entirety, make sure you go to GQ's YouTube channel. You can see it there in its entirety, uninterrupted. This video will be stopped multiple times. I'm not even going to promise we're going to watch it in its entirety, but it will be stopped. There will be commentary throughout. If you don't want to hear it, we appreciate you coming. You're welcome to come back anytime, but this might not be the one for you. Other than that, get comfortable, kick back, get ready to get active in the chat and shit. Enjoy the ride. Shout out to y'all. Super duper salute. Mel says over there on Twitch, hey everybody, let's get it and share somebody's bits. And if you go on Twitch, make sure you use your points.
2025, like looking back on the last year.
It was hard, really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah, I'm glad we got right to that, you know, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
Like, I was really heartbroken by like everything that occurred.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with all like, you know, we in a space now where it's just like, almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole Busby,
The civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed.
that shit took a lot out of me. I was angry. I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like, you don't put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like, you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person, especially a person like me. Like, even when we were doing worse things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line, no women, no kids. You know, you hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. You know, morals, integrity. Code. Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me. Like, it meant a lot to me.
In case y'all didn't know, which I'm sure y'all do, Jay-Z had allegations on him that he and Diddy assaulted someone underage together. In the past, I forgot the year that they said that it was alleged to have happened, but that person came out, the charges were dropped, it was said to be false. Listen, people, we're quick to say leave it in the hands of the law. We're quick to say leave it in the hands of the law, but what we will do is, as soon as we don't like the outcome of what the law, if we don't like the judgment that the law gives, then we form our own public perception and public judgment after we say leave this in the hands of the law. The man was proven innocent. Came out that the person was lying. The allegations were false. Why can't it just be that? After that, you know what comes next? The conspiracies. Oh, the almighty powerful Jay-Z made this person recant their statement. Oh, she was scared for her life, all this stuff. At this point, it's so much proof and evidence for everything. Where's the proof and evidence for that? Just show me something that shows that he had something done to the lady or scared her off or some shit like that. Why can't it really just be a money grab?
I took that really hard. And I knew that we was gonna walk through that. We was gonna walk through that because, you know, first of all, it's not true. And the truth is, you know, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
When you're feeling these feelings, how do you then bounce back and get back to being Jay-Z?
But this nigga did allegedly, this nigga did have some sort of communications with Foxy Brown when she was underage. That's all I'm gonna say is some sort of communications. I'm not gonna allege that anything happened, and I'm not gonna say that he's a serial whatever, and this is what he targets. I'm just saying he did have some sort of communications when that thing happened. That picture with him and Aaliyah that they showed, Aaliyah was, I think, 19, and they were trying to say that in that picture she was underage or something like that. Not true.
I don't know. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
There were allegations of him and Foxy Brown.
Actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026 is all offense.
I guess you can see that by him doing the interview. That's part of the offensive strategy, coming out and addressing things. When was the last Jay-Z interview? Anybody know? I don't.
Like when we first dropped Reasonable Doubt, we sold 34,000.
Who this nigga look like, man? I'm about to.
When we first dropped Reasonable Doubt, we sold 34,000 records. We went like at MTV, like, give us a performance in the last slot. Yeah. And they were like, what?
Facts. That's what I've been trying to tell people when they always talk about run the likes up, YouTube, run the likes up, please. When everybody talks about how great Jay-Z is, and even people who doubt him, Jay-Z haters that talk about, oh, he came in the game, he was made, blah, blah, blah. No, Jay-Z wasn't nobody in the beginning, bro. Jay-Z, whoever he was outside of music, was who he was. But when it comes to that music business, Jay-Z was nobody. Nobody was looking for Jay-Z. Reasonable Doubt became heralded a classic once Jay-Z got known. There weren't a lot of people that was up on that album. Everybody wasn't. It was a great album. Can I Live? 22 Twos. I personally, I like all the baller music, all the other shit, but I was more impressed with the lyrical ability at the time. And for me, it was just, I'm such a music nerd. I went back and I counted. I'm like, was that really 22 twos? When he said too much West Coast dick licking and too many niggas on the mission doing your best Jay-Z rendition. Too many rough motherfuckers. I got a suspicion that you're just fishing to pull a shark, nigga. Listen, too many bitches that want to be ladies. So if you a hoe, I'ma call you a hoe. Too many bitches is shady. Too many ladies give these niggas too many chances. Too many brothers want to be lovers, don't know what romance is. Too many bitches stuck up from too many sexual advances. No question, Jay-Z got too many answers. I've been around the block too many times. Rock, too many rhymes. Cock, too many nines, too. To all my brothers, it ain't too late to come together. Anyway, I can rap though. I was like, oh, this nigga nice. This nigga. And then, of course, you got the Brooklyn's Finest. Of course, you got all the other shit I can't even think of it off the top of my head right now. But the album itself was fire. Reasonable Doubt was a fire fucking album. But it was slept on. It didn't become heralded like that. All these people who have all these underground low-key albums as their number one, why the fuck none of these albums sold like that? When niggas be like, oh, this is my GOAT, this is my grail, this is my favorite, my top 5 class. All these niggas who get the name in all these classic albums, that's how you know they didn't become classic till later. Where the fuck was the sales to prove this shit? Stop lying. Fake hip-hop snob ass niggas acting like, oh, this was my favorite. And Jay-Z acting. Never mind. Never mind, Jay-Z. Ask New York rappers who they top rappers in the South is. See what they say. Let's go.
We have a video that we played. They ain't say these words, but you know what I'm saying.
Run the likes up, YouTube. Run the likes up, YouTube. Shout out to the Twitch. Mel said, excuse me, my bad, y'all. Mel says it was with light-skinned journalist. He only get Jay-Z interviews. I can't think of his name right now. Oh, wow, that's a great description. Now, I know exactly who that is right there. I appreciate you so much over there on Twitch, Mel. Thank you very much. Shout out to y'all, YouTube. Run the likes up, please. Most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world. I need to see y'all get busy in them comments. Run them comments up.
Saying the energy was like, you're new.
Yeah. Share the stream. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like you haven't proven yourself. But in our mind, the fact that we released an album was proof enough of concept. We did it. That was hard then. Remember, we're not in control of distribution, marketing, anything. We're going like a street level, street team approach to this. And so when we put the album out, that was the win.
Yeah.
And we had some success. And remember, on the streets, we were platinum. Anywhere you was going to go, you was going to hear Reasonable Doubt.
Did you feel that way at the time, though?
No, at the time, I wanted a deal.
Were you
That's why I went to
dejected?
every single label. Huh?
Did you feel like dejected or?
I wasn't, yes, I was rejected, not dejected.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like every door was, but I always believed in myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't a moment that I thought, I'm not good enough for this industry. At every rejection, I thought, why do we have this guy in place? He doesn't know what's going on.
Like they're slacking. They're not seeing the vision. When you look back at that time, are there things that you're...
Shout out to this young man for even being in position to do this video, doing this interview with Jay-Z. You almost wonder I have to almost wonder, is Jay-Z down to take a challenging interview? Is Jay-Z going to sit down with anybody that's going to challenge him? Not saying that every interview has to be challenging. Do you think that he's more comfortable? What made him sit down? First of all, salute for giving this guy. His future is solidified in media. As long as he doesn't mess up, do anything wild, his future is solidified. He got Jay-Z. It's like, that's almost like getting, like when Michael Jordan returned the basketball and it's like a major return. So salute to this young man. But is Jay-Z going to sit down is he ever going to have a challenging interview? Or is there nothing to challenge?
You're glad that you didn't know?
Yeah, of course. It's almost like if you're in the room and Go through this room and you get.
Antonio Vine says, "What's up? Jay is hard." Mike from the Ville said that his name is Torre. Andre Clark 905 super duper salute. Giving Life says Redman the hardest on the East Coast. Redman is underrated. Giving Life says no, he's not. Trey Original say super ultra salute. Let's go ultra combo breaker, motherfucker.
Get to the end, and you open the door, and you're like, wow. And then you turn back and you turn the lights off, and it was like pits and snakes. You know, your naive nature just.
Mel says Elliot Wilson is his name over there on Twitch, and he's not going to sit down with nobody that's going to have a different type of way of thinking than him. They do safe interviews over there. You know what? I could be criticized for doing a safe interview myself with Blue. People feel like I could have been more challenging with Blue. So now let me speak in defense of doing safe interviews and sitting down with somebody challenging, even though I posed the question. When I sat down with Queso's father, Hakeem Robinson, when I sat down with his father, Blue Abdul Robinson Sr., the guy that got on the stand and told on his son, I didn't challenge him about why he did what he did. But the reason I didn't challenge him is because he had already given 2 interviews to Vlad and Say Cheese explaining his whole situation, or explaining the whole thing. You know, I wanted to hear more about some of the ins and outs of it, you know, get a little bit more in depth as to how we got there, if we could, you know. So it's 2 sides to a coin, and GQ isn't the type of, they're not trying to stir nothing up. You know? They're not trying to stir nothing up. So I'll give it to them for that. Nonetheless, shout out to GQ, shout out Jay-Z, and shout out to this young man for being in position to even get this interview, bro. This is historic. This is big for you, young brother. Super duper salute. Do your thing.
Naturally navigated you through the dark. And that's made up for the things that we didn't know. And it helps because you can learn something so much that you just tap out. I think that happens a lot in the music business. Like, people get in the music business for the right reasons and they're very passionate about it, but then it becomes Monday.
It reminds me of an old Kanye quote of something he said about you when he said, with Jay, you always see the win. What do you think he meant by that?
I think that showed the entire picture from You Must Love Me to Regrets to, you know, Soon You Understand. But the wins are so big that I can see where that can dominate a person's memory. You forget the losses.
Yeah. Or the perception.
Yeah, or that becomes the perception that it's only wins. And then I do say I will not lose. So I could add to the perception as well.
I was going to say you also are really good at kind of like, you have a discipline of almost like shrugging off any kind of perception of a loss. Like, what's the next to go 0 for 82? I'll look at you like it's gravy, like, you know?
Yeah, because it's all wins. If I had 0.1 of the nets, I won.
Or
it's like I had ownership in a basketball team in Brooklyn.
Is that something you continue to apply? Like,
yeah.
But see, that is a testament to Jay-Z's uncanny ability. Like the young brother just said, it's also the perception. Like, Jay-Z will shrug a loss off. It's water on a duck's back, basically. It never penetrates. It never there's no credence. It doesn't, I lost? I did what? Oh, that happened? I don't even, it never happened. You know? Jay-Z don't sit back and dwell on it. He don't address it for the most part. You know, of course, something like these allegations that were against him, you got to jump out in front of that. You got to jump out in front of that. But
when, God forbid, something goes wrong, don't freak out. We can.
It's not even God forbid when something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. Everything in life happens for your greatest good. Everything. I had to not get a deal in order to become who I am today. It didn't feel like the greatest blessing of all. It was the greatest blessing that I didn't get a deal, right? So again, everything in your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
When you
don't skip over that.
Yeah.
It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So
bro was in NPC mode, ready to go right to the next question. Jay-Z trying to let him know, hold on, little young brother, slow down. Hold on, Mike. Mike from the Ville just asked the question, and we're gonna say, is that one right there? Because I saw in the chat, Phoenix, what's up with it, yo? Mike from the Ville says, people always say Jay give game. Drop one gem you learned from him specifically. We giving him credit for this one?
To become who I am today. It didn't feel like the greatest blessing of all. It was the greatest.
And he says, my people said you sound like Corey Holcomb. That's funny. Antonio Vine says, New York brothers don't give game. They want to eat more.
Blessing that I didn't get a deal, right? So
Mike says, shout out to the chat. Antonio says, no, he not. Oh, he not going to get a game up.
Again, everything in your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
When you
Don't skip over that.
yeah,
It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So you just got to know the distinction. Everything is just how you relate to it. There's no good or bad. Shit happens. It's life.
when did you reach that acceptance of that concept though?
I read a lot of books early, Seed of the Soul, Celestine Prophecies, and all these different books, and I was picking up all these gems and jewels on the way. But I was also 26 when I came in, and I lived a lot of life in those 26 years. Marcy to Trenton, New Jersey, to Cambridge, Maryland, to Newport News, Virginia. I met all sorts of people, been in all sorts of situations, and I came out without a scratch. Never been in jail.
3 shots never touched me.
3 shots never touched me. I came out unscathed. It was very rare. And I was always curious after that. Once you reach that part, like I've had the living, and now I'm like, man, why did that happen? I'm always questioning, like, why did that happen? Why did it happen that way?
I want to ask you just a little bit about a written testimony specifically, just because that was the most recent release. I think it came out like right before the pandemic started. So
Yeah,
you guys
like
been
the
talking
day.
about that the day.
Yeah, my favorite.
So what is this going to come out in like just like a 3-part series or something? What the hell is going on? Mike from the Ville over there on Twitch says, GQ ain't about drama, they are about class, and Jay-Z will never sit in front of someone who's in the business of creating nefarious headlines. I agree 1,000%. Mel says, but it's not transparent. Him and Beyonce, they bet on safety. That's living in complete delusion off facade. I'm a little bit lost right there. Sorry, guys. Mike says, you could call that a gym. He said, oh yeah, you could call that a gym. Unapologetically Black says, that ninja sound like something's hurting him when he talks. That's crazy. I'm just trying to let you know. Phoenix said, is that Corey? Looking nice. What's up with it? What's up with it? KK says, witchcraft. All type of allegations, man. All type of allegations, you know. Oh. Right. Oh, wow. That's crazy to pause that right there. That's crazy, bro. Hold on, wait. So
Favorite verses off that. Just
it ain't Paul. He just
jumbled
sitting and holding it like that,
I love
motherfucker.
track. It's so noisy and just so unorthodox. Flux.
Hold on. So what about people who ain't aware of that? Phoenix said, don't skip the hand gesture. Shout out, y'all. Run the likes up, YouTube. Run the likes up. So what about people who aren't aware? Like, let's just say, what if this is a hand gesture? This means something, like shaking your hand like this when you talk means something. And you're not aware. What if crossing your arms and rubbing your chin means something that you're not aware of, but this is something that you've been doing since a kid? I'm just asking. But then I also got to get on some old fake conspiracy theory shit and be like, why is it so dark around his eyes? Like, why he look like that? Don't look like that. Thank you, Lord. Nah, shout out to him though, man. I don't know. Hey, listen. Let's see what else he do. Phoenix says, but he is aware. Mike from the Ville say thumbs interlocked. Mike from the Ville says he knows people are going to look into whatever he does and talk about it, even if he is in it. He's hiding in plain sight and playing. Unapologetically Black says, people forget it's the same ninja that said God can't save you and life begins where the church ends. Whoa. Hold on, what that mean? Listen, I ain't all super duper religious or nothing, but I believe in God, bro. I don't necessarily believe everything in the Bible is 100% correct or fact, and I don't necessarily subscribe to religion. And I did this. This was over 15 years ago, before it was a fad for everybody to now, I'm spiritual. I don't believe in religion. Back when I said that, y'all was still the same ones who was looking at me crazy and talking about, oh, you must believe in the something and all this other shit. You don't believe in God. No, nigga. I just don't believe anything. I ain't just going along with what y'all told me was right, and it don't sound right. I got questions, nigga. And I see how flawed y'all are in this religion. And then y'all separate yourself from other religions, but y'all all pray to the same God and then point the finger and say, that's not the right way to praise God. Man, fuck all that. So that's why I separated myself from what y'all call religion. Anyway, I believe in God. Do you think Jay-Z don't believe in God? Oh, somebody in the chat, hold on. K-Trill says that dude demonic. That's crazy though. What was that line he said? Hold on, people forget the same. Unapologetically Black says, people forget this the same nigga that said God can't save you and life begins where the church ends. What the fuck? Antonio Vaughn says, we all got to give away when you stun. Phoenix says, he always wears black. Mike from the field says, Jay-Z fuck with Aleister Crowley. I cannot fuck with that at all. That's a fact. I will give you that as a point. Jay-Z does fuck with Aleister Crowley, that do as thou wilt guy that started what? The Black Bible or hold on. I don't want to look him. I don't even want to look him up. He did something. I know he did some weird shit, but anyway. Christopher Broadway says, hey, bro, you and all your followers should knock it off. He's 1,000% innocent. Y'all just weird. Oh, no. Nobody's saying that he's guilty of anything. We're just questioning and speculate. We're just questioning and speculating and just, talking about some of the things that he believes in and some of the people that he follows. So, we got questions. The chat got questions. We just chopping it up, bro. I'm not accusing Jay-Z of doing anything, bro. The law said the charges was dropped. He's not guilty. It was allegations. They were false. That's what we rolling with until seen otherwise. That's how I'm rocking. You know what I'm talking about? Phoenix says, he just told you he don't believe in God when he said ain't no such thing as good or bad. It's just life. Mike from the Ville says, everybody's entitled to think. At Christopher Broadway. Facts unapologetically says, Jay-Z know his time is up. All he's doing now is trying to delay the inevitable. He will not skate this time. I'm spiritual and don't subscribe to Christianity. Shout out to you, bro. Mike from the Ville says, also at Christopher, someone could say you're a fool for following dude. And he says, dude is sick. He experimented. I can't read the rest. Jack of all trades says, he's a chief satanic priest. Damn. Hey, this is all alleged, and the views and thoughts represented on these videos and in the chat do not necessarily represent the views and thoughts of the host or other people in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? We just having a conversation. Everybody's entitled to their opinion respectfully. That's what we doing, y'all. We just chopping it up. Super duper salute to everybody, man. Let me get back in this chat. We're going to keep this content rolling. Mike from the Ville says, to say someone is 1,000% innocent without knowing someone personally is crazy. Unapologetically says Jay-Z don't believe in God. Why do you think he called himself Jehovah? Jay-Z made all this money off dirty deals and screwing over other artists.
Flux capacitor.
You know what's funny about that? So I don't know if you remember this. You and I were emailing about that because I wrote about that album and I said this verse is crazy even if it's offbeat.
Yeah.
And you said that being offbeat was the point, champ. And I was like, well, can I say to that?
Yeah. Sometimes you need to sit in the pocket. Cause my pocket is always, it's like with a foot over the thing anyway. It's always hanging to the last moment. And it's like, cause sometimes I try to fit a lot of words into like a small space. Then that last word just like get in the door.
Sticking with a written testimony, you have a couple of verses on it that I really like because they kind of speak to what's going on with you in a broader sense in the culture, like on Universal Soldier. I think it is, when you said that you don't keep the same energy for the DuPonts and the Carnegies.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like the things that you do for the culture, the ways that you put on, the ways that you try to protect and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like people throw capitalists at you in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that verse specifically, the only thing I heard coming up was the American dream until we started being successful. And it was like, wait a minute, you're selling out because you're making money. That was the first thing that was put on musicians. People had this law for the struggling artists. That's a mind game, what we would call back in the day for tricknology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, no, I make art first. And then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take no one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of, the loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in like a capitalist structure. That structure exists, and I just.
We live in a, we live in a capitalist system, first and foremost. If you're in America, you're either a capitalist or a consumer, right? That's pretty much it. That's the infrastructure. That's how it's set up here. You want to be an investor. You want to be a person who uses money, land, or whatever your resources or skill. You want to be a person who invests and gets stuff back. This is a free market economy. Fair trade, business ownership. The states don't govern and supply the resources in America. The people do. So it's not wrong. Matter of fact, it's only smart to obey the law of the land. We live in a capitalist commerce first section of the world, right? So to that, there's no problem with that. And some of these people may, and sadly, a lot of these people who the capitalists are also looked at in weird ways. Warren Buffett's, Elon Musk's, the Rockefellers, namely the people who Jay-Z named himself after, right? Hold on. Bill Starr said that's not his voice. Mike from the Ville says, why is he wearing his beanie like that? Rising New Star says, why Jay wearing his hat like that? I don't know. Why his eyes closed, but they look open at the same time? This nigga look like Bosco and Master P mixed together or something like that. But shout out to him, though. I mean, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, we live in America. People run companies. People own companies. People run companies here, man. Let's get this. This is, so that's part of being a capitalist. And in business, unfortunately, for lack of better terms, I'm going to say this, for a lack of better terms, somebody has to be, I don't want to say victim, but somebody has to be the lesser. Everybody, if everybody got exactly what they were supposed to get when it came to businesses opening, at least in America, we would probably still be 10 years behind. The whole name of the game here, unfortunately, is to either do no work and get extremely paid, or you are overworked and underpaid. There's almost no in between. That's it. So Jay-Z, everybody should be a capitalist. Everybody. Where do you think this boom of social media influencers and everybody wants to be a food reviewer or all? This is all capitalism. Everybody trying to find a way. Only thing they're investing now is their time. Eventually, it'll be the money. You get the money from the social media, then you take that and you put that into stocks, or whatever. You put it into something else, you flip it, then you take that money, put it so you got to start somewhere. Everybody a capitalist. This is America, nigga. Get money. Phoenix says, America, the home of consumerism. Facts, unapologetically says, somebody tell me the last time Jay-Z went back to Marcy. I don't know that he wants to or even needs to. And unapologetically says, look at his hands. He does it so much, his hands are stuck in that position. The bottom line is those higher ups see no more value in him. The only reason he's lasted this long is because of his wife. Now he's trying to find a new commodity through his daughter. Antonio Vine says, if you think Jay-Z suckered, you bugging. They must be wired. Huh? A lot of people not from the hood and not from the city to see how OG got down in the 80s to the 2000s. And unapologetically says the handwriting is on the wall. When they denied him that casino, they sent him a clear message. He's at the end of his ride. Unapologetically, I do feel like that was a slap in the face. That was a slap in the face. I don't know if it's necessarily the end of his ride, but I think it was I don't even want to, it was a G check. You can replace the words with something else if you want. And I'm sure y'all know the people, you can't even say this shit. I can get on here and say nigga 1,000 times. Nigga. I can say nigga 1,000 times, but as soon as I say something about them people, any type of way it's gonna sound, they take it a certain way, and so I won't do that. But I will say it was a G check. But spell that with a J and make the word say ooh instead of G. Make it say ooh. It was a G. He got G checked. Basically, that's what happened. Jay-Z got G-checked. They just let him know. I don't think they might not necessarily, quote unquote, I'm going to use these terms loosely when I say they are done with him or whatever that may be. I think it was just a check to let him know, like, yeah, at the end of the day, you don't call the shots. You're in, but you're not of. And that may be it. I could be wrong. You may be in the room and not of the room. You may be of the room but don't own the room. So therefore, you can't determine who we let in and out of the room. Nas, we got a casino for you over there. Mr. Jones, Nasir Jones, we got a casino for you. Carter, you got enough, bro. Relax. You getting a little too cocky. You come in when we have these meetings, you a little bit too. You're feeling yourself too much. They not like us. You're not like us. Your attitude may be shrewd and you may move like us, but you're not like us. Relax, brother. We got something for you, but go over there. Mike for the Ville says, shout out to the Twitch. Let's go, Twitch. And Mel says, but his wife claims she believes in God. I'm not speaking on them. They aggravating to me, man. They so aggravating, dog. And 6 more likes to get us to 20 YouTube. Run it up, please. Super duper salute to the Twitch. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to Rising New Star. She says, at Mike exactly 100. Because Mike says, I'm not even rich and it's places I've moved on from. I don't feel the need to go back to. You can do for your community without having to be there. And she says, exactly 100. And I agree with that 1,000%. Unapologetically says, I feel you. And he also says, Mike, why wouldn't you? That's where you're from. So you wouldn't want to go back and do something for your community. Okay, that was the response. Remember, guys, I'm reading up. The Real Spaz says, a black man that made it and never looked back. Jay-Z is a black American idol. Shout out to the Real Spaz. You can't be mad at Jay-Z at all. You can't be mad at him. Jack of all trades says, amen. Yeah, you can't be mad. If he's doing some weird stuff behind closed doors and it gets proven true, yes, criticize, judge, slander, all that shit, talk bad, all that. But until then, all that speculation and talking down on people's names and putting allegations, hey man, be careful with that. Just be careful. But let's continue. Let's move a little bit forward, man. Hold on. Let's move forward. So, well,
Just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic. People speak about the world how they want to see it. You're never gonna win like that.
That nigga hands have been in that position forever, though. That's crazy.
You said something just now though about
But, and then he's here in another position and he's sitting like that. Like, what's that called? What is that called? What is that hand gesture called to be able to look it up and see if, because I would be being dishonest to act like I didn't see that over from different people or a similar hand gesture over and over, and I can't act like I don't know and I'm not aware of what that means or supposedly means or whatever, right? Which is, as y'all see, we trying to change the logo. You feel what I'm saying? Oh shit, I'm trippy. So yeah. So like, but does that prove anything? Because the nigga holding his hand a certain way. Because the man is holding his hand in a certain manner, does that necessarily mean that am I really, come on, bro. Oh my God, bro. This is the third. That man said, is this Corey Holcomb? All right, I'm busted. You got me. Y'all got me, all right? This my other channel. This my other channel. This channel ain't monetized yet. So if y'all want to help Corey Holcomb out, then send some money to $ the RUMORNATI network on Cash App and help me get this channel correct. All right? Let's do that. Please. C Heights says that's yoga hand symbols. Phoenix says, yes, it means something, bro. Your boy says, so we all just blind? Unapologetic says, I'm sorry, but any man who could say out loud that they was never friends with Diddy when there's so much evidence to the contrary is not someone I would ever trust. Stephen Evans says, I'm late as fuck. Nah, you right on time, bro. Do your thing. King Dread said, oh, this Corey. Your boy Debo says everything means something. Nothing is new. The real Spaz God says, here we go with the critics. We don't know Jay-Z. He could be just like you. And he says, man, it's worse people out there than Diddy. I don't believe Diddy's baby oil stories correlate to everyone else's. To be truthful, y'all all got freaky ass homeboys probably worse than Diddy. I don't. That's crazy. Shout out to that boy Trey. What's up with it? So hold on. Mel says, what's going on the Twitch? And why is the screen acting a little bit weird? Or is the Illuminati try to tamper with the signal? Hey, hold on. They can't fuck with Illuminati. We stronger than them. We talk. She says it's a little better now. Okay, yeah, y'all tried to tamper with the signal? It might not be them. Remember I said Jay-Z got a G check, and I broke down the word I meant with Jay without saying it. That might have been that too. You never know. These motherfuckers don't play. I ain't mean no offense. I just don't know what I can and can't say no more. Y'all done fucked up the channel, and now I got to put on a mask, and Corey Holcomb got to go undercover over here on the other channel. So I'm just trying to. But shout out to y'all. We got 20 likes on the tube, man. We getting this shit popping. Let's go. We're going to keep this shit rolling, man. Livest chat in the game. Most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world, man. Y'all so aggravating. Aggravating as hell, man. Y'all so aggravating, dog. We're gonna keep rolling, y'all. We're gonna keep rolling. Appreciate y'all running likes up. Send something to $ Cash App, Cash App, $ the RUMORNATI Network, and make sure you go and hit the main page. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned in. Join the Twitch. Hit the Discord. Hit all the links right above the sub button, motherfucker. Let's go.
You push an independence, right? Kind of like in the spirit of Prince. When you embody that, do you feel like you are kind of setting a mold or leading a charge for like what the successful black man is allowed to do, and like breaking these spaces, breaking these confines?
Yeah, I even want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Take what?
Allowed. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to do anything. You know, in order for someone to allow you, they have to have authority over you. No one has authority over us.
Jay-Z might have did he just shut me the fuck up? Huh? Did he just shut me the fuck up when I just said all that shit about him being in the room and he got G unit checked and they told him to go sit over there? Did he just check me and like, nigga, no, nigga, the deal just didn't go through. Nobody has no authority over me. It was a deal, it didn't go through. I run my shit. Did I get checked? Damn.
We exist like everyone else here. No one can allow us to do anything. And
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that though. All jokes aside, take away me formulating it like a response to what I just said. That's a joke. I do agree with that particular message. Sometimes, and what we have to do as people, we have to be able to separate the message from the messenger sometimes. You know, you'll miss, if you want the message to come from the perfect messenger, you'll miss the message the majority of the time. Sometimes the most wrong person that you don't expect ever to give you the information that you need could give it to you. That's all I'm saying.
And like breaking these spaces, breaking these confines.
Yeah, I even want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Take what?
Allowed. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to do anything. You know, in order for someone to allow you, they have to have authority over you. No one has authority over us. We exist like everyone else here. No one can allow us to do anything. But that word comes from a real space. And I want to eliminate all those type of words for us. Yeah. Yes, so the answer to that is yes.
When you're on a mission to eliminate words like allow, like you said, do you feel like that makes you a target sometimes from?
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. What's the Nipsey thing? Pray for me, y'all. One day I'm gonna have to pay for these thoughts. Real niggas is extinct. It ain't safe for me, my dog. These are real fucking lyrics.
You've come back to that a lot in the last few years. Like the more I reveal me, the more they will kill me. Stuff like that. Who? When you say they, like who is that?
Whatever the threat to, however the system is set up to keep things as.
That's a question that it's always a random day. That was a question.
Status quo, and keep us in a position of using words like allow. So anyone that's culpable in creating the system that we operate under, that's they.
Yeah.
That's they. And it actually goes beyond color.
Yeah.
Because I've encountered that a lot. I've encountered that a lot where it was just like, okay, this is successful black man, make it, let me go to him.
Yeah.
And for help. And they're like, you don't fuck with no rap shit.
Oh, wow.
Not like out like that, but you know,
that's the energy.
Like the energy. It's like you see the energy.
Yeah.
You know?
I was thinking about how you described last year as being angry and for the first time in a while. I wondered what it felt like to be pulled back into that feeling and how you pulled yourself out or how you leaned on the people around you.
I'm about to reach. I'm about to reach and just say, why that hat pointed like that? Why that hat come pointed like that? Like you finna pull it down and have the same thing Kanye had on or something. I'm just reaching.
Yeah.
I've been saying to
I needed the people around me more than ever. Because usually when I have that feeling, I would just make music and just be therapeutic. I'll be able to, I'll blow it out.
Yeah.
And I would be like.
Shout out to Starlito for doing this interview with GQ though. I ain't know this boy Starlito was gonna get up here and you know, talk about everything that's going on between him, you know, with him and Don Tripp. You know, they got a lot of good stuff going on. I didn't know Starlito was also gonna talk about the issues with him and Young Buck.
What's happening? Star leader.
Looking ass. That nigga Jay-Z sitting on the GQ interview looking like Starlito. Twins look, all Starlito need is a hat. They got damn near the same dread.
You know, I move on. I had to sit in that for a long time.
Y'all ever had that? Y'all remember that school milk, carton milk, and they had a moose on the, never mind. Anyway, shout out to y'all, man. Most aggravating chat in the game, most appreciated chat in the world, livest chat on the internet. Let's go.
Luckily, I had that, and right again, I built this this circle that's really safe for me, of people that really love me.
To like pinpoint that, because like we were saying earlier, the last time you did one of these like kind of real sit downs was around 444, when that had like just happened and just come out. So I'm curious now, like what it's like that it's been some time since that, and how you've kind of evolved with those changes. And
okay, so when did 444 come out? Because I just saw in the chat somebody said he didn't do a sit down since Bush was, in office. I'm a piece of toast says hello, unapologetically says if they are worse than Diddy, I don't want to meet them. The real Spaz says shit you never know. People be over for real, dog. Rising News Star with the laughing emojis. Real Spaz says I fuck with you. I just subscribed. Shout out to you, Spaz. Appreciate you. Much love, bro. Super duper salute. Trey say aggravating, dog. Your boy Mike from the Ville says salute, Spaz, and welcome. Mike from the Ville say hit the likes on your way in or out. And hit the main channel. Hit the main page of this channel. Right above the sub button, you'll see the links. Discord, join the Discord. We got movie nights, DJs, all kind of shit. We be in there cool and clowning, kicking it. Twitch, Twitter, everything else right there. PayPal as well. Shout out to y'all. Super duper salute. Spaz says, bro, definitely getting cocky. Told bro to change his vocabulary. Phoenix says he capped on apologetic. Said this nigga ain't did an interview since Bush was president, so why now? One more like it get us 25. YouTube, one more like it get us 25. Follow the socials. RUMORNATI is on X, TikTok, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, and Instagram, and all that other shit too. We are there, nigga. JJ says Jay-Z been a sellout. Jay-Z trying to look like Basquiat. And he says he subscribed. Salute, bro. I appreciate you. Unapologetically says, poor Beyonce. I see why she high all the time. I get high all the time. Give me some Dro Purple Haze and some chocolate. Give me a Dutch and a lighter. I spark shit and get high all the time. I smoke that good shit. He says, imagine having to wake up every day to that. Enjoy. I ain't even think about. Oh, she on his ass. Antonio says, hip hop artists from New York is all the same. They talk the same. We move different. Mike from the Ville said Jay-Z got 4 dreads. And he says, Rumor would ask better questions. I would try to. He be deceiving Mike. He capping, Phoenix says. Travell Greer says, great freaking questions. The Most High said nobody safe. Jay-Z is they. Oh, wow, that's a good one. He said Jay-Z is they. That who is they was a good question, though. He said Jay-Z is they. Unapologetically says he's asking all the wrong questions. And now he's lying. There's plenty of people with authority over him, and he knows it. He's gaslighting. He does what he's allowed to do. Then he went right back to the word allowed. King McGruder said, us and we who, Nick? He didn't say, nigga, I added the N-word. Sorry, guys. He said, us and we who? Mike from the Ville says, or did they just walk up and ask a question? Are you allowed to complex? Are you allowed complex to interview? You didn't, you? Hold on a second. He says, gatekeeper in every industry for a reason. Phoenix says there's gatekeepers in every industry for a reason. That's a fact. Not that I agree with it, or I'm just saying there are gatekeepers and there's nothing you can do about it. 2 more likes to get us to 30. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's all gatekeepers. 2 more likes to get us to 30. Y'all run it up. 2 more likes to get us to 30. Let's go.
And she'll pull out a drum sound that's like needed for that moment. You know what I mean? Like, she's a great producer. So when you're around that type of talent, it's just like, again, you know, you're in that type of energy. You know, people bring music. And
if you want to see the interview in its entirety, please make sure you guys go to GQ to check out the uninterrupted full interview in its entirety. Super duper salute to y'all for rocking out. Thank y'all. Travell Greer says, when you gonna do the one on Lil Russell against what is it? Oh, Lil Russell signed to Jay-Z. One more like to get us to 30. Lil Russell, I gotta look more into that. What's going on with Lil Russell? I saw what he put out since he's been signed to Roc Nation. I saw the controversy he stirred up. I saw the freestyle. Inform me, brother. Let me know.
You know, it's just a vibe. So those verses were just crafted because we were just having a good time.
It feels like you and her are in a real creative zone too right now. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the last couple albums she's put out, I've noticed your name in the liner notes a lot too. Like, I can kind of picture you like in the studio flowing like Unicorn is the uniform you put on, you know?
Yeah, but you know, again, it's that energy. Like, I know what she's trying to accomplish, and anything that I can contribute. I mean, for my family, first of all, you know, I thought it was super important and a challenge and fun to be in the room.
You know,
Does that give you some of your own creative spark to give
space out that creativity? Or how to fiery, but I don't know if it's done more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, because you know, I have a lot of like scratch ideas and they like all bad. I gotta be honest, they're bad. It's just like all bad.
The streets really wanted you on that Clipped album.
Yeah, I was close. I think I think the first thing that I say, it has to be said from me.
You can't be like
I don't want to be so rigid with it though. I want to do something, but in order for me to move forward, I got to get this shit out. I got to get it out.
When we're talking about putting on for the culture, what does it mean to you to be at the helm of cultural events so important as the Super Bowl?
I think everyone should experience music in this.
Okay, so he about to talk about snubbing Drake. He about to talk about snubbing Drake. I saw this. This is a clip that's been going around, so I know exactly what he's about to get into here. Somewhere in here, he's talking about it had nothing to do with Drake.
Its totality.
Or their beef.
And for a lot of years, it was only one side of music that was being represented.
Yeah.
And we got the opportunity to create a more balanced idea of what popular music is today.
Yeah.
I'm not going out on a limb. It's the most famous people in the world.
Statistically supported.
It's like, I'm not like, I didn't pick like the indie artist that I really like from Portland. The #1 streamed artist in the world. Him.
It's crazy that I think last year was still like the first solo rap act, which is crazy to say that last year was that. Was that a hard one to get across the board?
Not without conversations that was like dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, the stats show. Kendrick broke the audience record.
Yep.
It's not rocket science. It's like, this is the music of our time. And it should be represented on the biggest stage because these are some of the, I'm not saying they're the only artists, right? Obviously, other artists would be offended.
Yeah.
But I think that was the right choice.
As a rapper, first and foremost, and being one of the pillars of contemporary rap, I would have to imagine that you got a special kick out of watching that show, though, in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brave. I thought what he did was brave. And it speaks to who he is as a performer. Mm-hmm. He could have made it a little easy on himself.
Just aesthetically and like what the
No. Aesthetically, it was beautiful. It was flawless. The artistic choice to play
the new album
was a choice. And brave in front of that big of an audience. Because even if 10 million people know some of these songs, there's 120 million people that's like, what is he doing? And as an artist, to stand up there and do it and complete your vision was like, I had to tip my hat. Like, I have high respect for him already. Mm-hmm. But like, even more of my respect was like, he's really about what he say he's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this only as a participant in.
You don't have to give a disclaimer first.
Well, I'm just saying, as a participant in.
You don't have to what he say he's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this only as a participant in.
You don't have to give a disclaimer first.
Well, I'm just saying, as someone who was part of probably the genre's biggest rap beef.
Well, until now.
As a spectator, what did you think of the 2024 back and forth between him and Drake?
I'm gonna have an answer you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like that. That's presumptuous. I think that, look, there was 4 pillars of hip hop. There are 4 pillars of hip hop, right?
Yep.
There's breakdancing.
Yep.
And it's graffiti.
Yep.
There's DJing and battling.
Yep.
Breakdance is not at the forefront of rap anymore. It's actually an Olympics sport. So that's dead.
And it's trash too.
Graffiti.
Yeah.
Beautiful, in certain places.
Yeah.
And even in like, major art and like Keith Haring.
Yeah.
And Basquiat, actually, a street artist.
Yep.
Took it to a next level. It's not part of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
DJing. The DJ was in the forefront. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right. Yeah.
Eric B.
Eric B and Rakim. Facts. Facts. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You don't even know the DJ for half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ? I have no idea. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That no longer exists. And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement. And I love the sparring and the music you get. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing, and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth, where the fallout lands, especially on on social media, which takes.
So if Jay-Z, the guy who basically sets the standard for every New York rapper, every New Yorker, whatever Jay-Z says, summer after summer, whatever he says goes. He said change clothes, y'all change clothes. Put on a suit, get a button up. You niggas started wearing button ups with your New York fitted hats, right? Like, come on now, let's not act like Jay-Z didn't say death of auto-tune, even though auto-tune didn't go nowhere. You niggas was pushing whatever Jay-Z says, New York follows, right? Jay-Z is saying the 4 main elements of hip hop are now dead. Jay-Z says the 4 main elements of hip hop. Breakdancing. Y'all saw what the fuck happened to breakdancing, right? Y'all saw the mockery that they made of that in the Olympics, right? Graffiti. He just says that's not hip hop anymore because it's in the art galleries. I beg to differ. I think graffiti is still hip hop, but it has gone mainstream. DJing. Is there anything else to be said when we speak on DJs? Is there anything else that needs to be said? It used to be Eric B and Rakim, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. This is all facts. And then fourth, rap battling turned to drill music. In a nutshell. It's so much messiness that comes with it because everybody is giving their opinion. Everybody is cult-minded and taking sides and pitting their audience against another person's audience instead of just enjoying the music and let's see where it goes. So according to Jay-Z, it sound like what he's saying is hip hop, as from what it was once known, is over. And there's a whole new form, a new element, new approaches that everybody should be taking. Do y'all agree with that? Does New York agree with that?
Takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably,
Didn't Jay-Z... Hold on. Where my people at? What did Jay-Z say? Disgusting about Nas and Nas's baby mama?
sound like the old guy wagging the thing. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing, and you know, you had the battle and it was fun and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
It takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
That's right.
And now it's just like every day they're just trying
They're
to
still
take,
talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song, I like this.
Yeah.
No, it's like trying to tear down people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, you know, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like,
yeah, it's the battle. Now it's the battle of the low blows and crossing the line. It used to be, back in the days, battling started about raps. Like, nigga, I can rap better than you. It went from I can rap better than you to you not real, you not street, to I can kick your ass, to fuck your dead homies. Hold on, no, spinning. Now it's fuck your dead homies. Niggas lighting up dead. Mike from the Ville says, skeeted in the Jeep, left condoms on the baby seat. That was from Jay-Z, Super Ugly. Phoenix said, he definitely said he left some shit in the baby car seat about Nas. Facts. Heat Street Music says, cause you know who do you know? What will you know? Who let you keep that between? Oh, he said, cause you know what? Did you know? You know who? Did you know what? With you know who? Let's keep that between me and you. Facts. Facts, Heat Street. Kenny Mack says, you live and learn. JJ says, oh, no doubt, Mike from the Ville, but I got tired of that that thumb with eyebrows. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all niggas funny. AJ Soriano, Jay-Z, J controls more than New York. New York been dead. No, I'm just saying though, there was a time, Jay-Z would say, even across other regions, but definitely that northern region, if Jay-Z said it, hip hop followed. Whatever he said was hot. When everybody was like back in the days when Jay-Z, the platinum jewelry, the drinks he made popular, you know what I mean? It was just certain small little things that every time he said something, that's what everybody was on. That's what everybody was on.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much.
Eastern Wind says rap battle became drill. No, Smack URL and other battle venues is where rap battles are at. No. Of course, those face-to-face rap battles without music still live there. And that's even becoming watered down. That even had a whole era of bullshit where they had to make stuff like the Restore Order podcast because niggas was throwing cigarettes and RKOing and all this, and Daylight was doing the shit he was doing. Yes, but that's getting commercial too, nigga. Let's not act like caffeine, that whole caffeine era. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that. East Wind. I know. Yeah, nigga.
Much music.
I'm on point, bro. I still watch that shit to this day. It's fire. I still fuck with it, but it's watered down. It's nowhere near the same.
Period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we've just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Interesting.
I hate that at this point.
Wow. Hold on, Jay-Z. Hold on. Why are you looking like a nigga biting his lip like that, bro? Anyway.
I do, because I know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like. I hate it. It's just how I feel about it.
Well, it even kind of extended to you, right? Because people made it a personal thing that you chose Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh man, he's choosing the side and he's he's not.
Like I don't have, what do I have to do with that? I chose the guy that was having a monster year. I think it was the right choice.
Word.
It wasn't in some sort of alliance to a battle. I don't.
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like what that got to do with me?
Word.
Have at it. Have fun. It's almost like not just me, by the way. They drag everybody in it. Like everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But like, what the fuck? Like what? I'm fucking Jay-Z. or due respect to him, I'm fucking Hov. Dude, respectfully.
Word.
Like for what? To what end?
Yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the summer.
Hold on.
That happened. The Lex and TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Myth Bleak, what is it? The Myth Bleak slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your hat. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your
Where y'all at? Drop your area codes in the comment, man. Where y'all at? Drop y'all area codes, man, so I can shout y'all city out. Drop your area codes out. I can shout y'all out, man. Or type your city in. Drop your area codes. Drop your city, man. Let's get some shout outs.
Your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was like,
pick a side.
Well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I can clearly.
But
Can you say you wasn't on this nigga's side in his face? Yes, you can.
my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic, but I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny it. One mic, you know.
Like I want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I ain't supporting them.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, dog. I want to hear the rest of that conversation. I would like to hear the rest of that conversation. And what you mean you couldn't buy Stillmatic, nigga? What you mean?
And I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was
Got
like,
to pick a side.
well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I could, clearly.
But my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny.
Clearly, if you wasn't on my side, you wouldn't be here doing this interview, nigga. Of course you were on my side, fool. You better have voted for me. 3 more likes to get us to 40. What's up to Connecticut? Antonio Vine. We got Connecticut in the building. 310 Los Angeles. Shout out Unapologetic. We got Lovey B. Nicole in Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out Louisville. Let's go. Jack of all trades on the 940. Let's go get it, Jack of all trades. Empress Rika. What's up, B. More? Shout out to Baltimore. That's shit, I'll be up there in 2-3 days. Hey, hold on. Shout out to Baltimore. Super duper salute. Y'all know I got family there. That's my second home for real. Shout out to when the Avenue. If you wasn't there, you'd have never knew. I'm the one, nigga. I'm the one. Shout out to Baltimore, man. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey. What's up, Camden, New Jersey? Let's go. Time says, Mano, pick the side. Jim Jones, pick the side. Fabulous, pick the side. Dave East, pick the side. Jay-Z, let's not forget who really got Mano the deal at Atlantic Records. It was 50 Cent, nigga, not T.I. Chicago in the building. Shout out Chicago 312. Who was that? Bars and Balls in Chicago 312. Mike from the Veer from the 904. Antonio Vine says, word. Shout out to you. Traveler. Travell Greer. Camden, New Jersey. Let's go, Camden. Shout out to Camden. 31387ENT. What up, though? Metro TV Custos. Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and vibe with me. JJ says, Orange Park, Florida. Let's go. Super duper salute. Y'all in this bitch. Unapologetically says, somebody need to tell Beyonce to blink twice if she's in trouble. Tell Beyonce to come holler at me. I got you, baby. Empress Rika from B More. Shout out B More. Kenny Mac says, 202 DC tapping in. What up, Slim? What up, Mo? I'm trying to get some of that mumbo sauce. Yeah. Goodness. But I ain't gonna lie, I done smoked all kind of weed on the White House lawn. Well, not the White House, but over there. What's that shit that points straight up in the air? I know the name of it, all this shit. I just forgot at the time. And the Lincoln Memorial. I think I could have got arrested. Shout out to DC though. 901 Motown. Oh, that's M-Town. Oh, shit. 901. Shout out Memphis. Let's go Memphis. Chicago 773. Let's go Chicago. I done lived. Oh my God. What? All I know is we was in the north. We was in that North Memphis. Shout out to the North. Shout out to all Memphis, though, but that's where we was at. Shout out to all Memphis. Super duper salute. Y'all niggas is crazy. That's the only place. I remember I was there. They called getting some head. They called it chewing. They was drinking blue gin at the time, and they had weed that was called Black Ink weed. The weed was called Black Ink. That was a long time ago, though. I'm an old motherfucker. 706, let's go, 706. We got the 803 and the 203 in the building. Shout out to the 803 and the 203. Time says, Jay-Z hate 50 Cent, did not want 50 Cent at the Super Bowl. And Eminem said, I'm not doing the Super Bowl. 50 Cent is if 50 is not there. John Kroger from the 773. Let's go for 773. Doc Flo at the ATL, ho. ATL, ho. Peace up. A-Town down. Shout out to Doc Flo, Bars and Balls in Chicago. Unapologetically says, ask that nigga, is Ramir his son? Empress Rika from the 410. Okay, for sure. Reginald Dix from the VA. Two up. What's up, Reginald Vick? Shout out to VA. Shout out to my people off in Norfolk. My people over there in Newport News. And we finna be up. I'm up and down the East Coast all next week, man. Shout out to everybody. 336 in the building. Shout out 336. Mike from the Ville says Duval. Shout out to Duval. Shout out to 617. Shout out to 904. Let's go. Y'all is active in this motherfucker. Y'all active. You say Atlanta. Shout out to my boy A1. Unapologetic says shout out to the family ATL. Memphis on that Merc. Love that accent. That can Merc. The potted Merc. No Merc. I had Sir with the can Merc, the potted Merc, no Merc. That song go hard. I'm finna play that song. Hold on, dog. Hold on, Jay-Z. Hold on, nigga. Hold on. Let me get that finesse. With the can murk, the powder murk, no murk. We had Sir. What a song at? There you go.
I ate noodles with no packet, cereal with the can murk, the powder murk, no murk, waffles, no syrup, jelly, no jelly,
Hey, hold on.
no packet. What? Cereal with the can murk, the powder murk, no murk, waffles, no syrup, jelly, no jelly, nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar, oatmeal, no sugar, nothing. I ate cereal with the can murk, the powder murk,
No murk.
I ate cereal
With the can murk, the powder murk, no murk,
waffles,
no syrup,
jelly,
no jelly, nothing.
oatmeal, no sugar, no syrup. With the can murk, with the powder murk, with the can murk, with the powder murk, waffles, no syrup, jelly,
No jelly.
nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar, nothing. No cereal with the can murk, the powder murk,
No murk.
waffles, no syrup, jelly, no jelly, nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar, oatmeal, no sugar, nothing. I ate cereal with the can.
Hey, all right. Shout out that nigga Finesse, man. Shout out that nigga Finesse. No murk. That's that shit. Shout out to y'all, man. Super duper salute. The livest chat in the game. The most aggravating chat in the game. The most appreciated chat in the world, man. I swear to God, man. Y'all so aggravating, dog. So aggravating as hell, man. Aggravating, bro. Y'all so aggravating, man. Most aggravating chat in the game, but the most appreciated chat in the world. Remember, no content creator is nothing without the support of the people, man. That's why I always gotta say super duper salute to the chat and always make sure the chat get the love over here, because the chat is one of the most important parts of this whole situation. We over here at the RUMORNATI Network. When you join that chat, you part of the show. When you join the chat over here at the RUMORNATI Network, you become part of the show, man. So thank y'all for always rocking out, always staying active, always keeping them likes up, keeping the comments rolling, and just debating, being honest, posting how you feel, not going with whatever everybody else say. Thank y'all for that. Keep that up. Please keep that up. No murk.
Can murk, the powder murk, no murk, waffles, no syrup, jelly, no jelly, nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar, nothing. With the can murk, with the powder murk, with the can murk, with the powder murk, waffles, no syrup, jelly, no jelly, nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar, nothing.
Hey, hold on, man.
Cereal
With the can murk,
the powder murk,
no murk. Mel says, is that what he meant by that? Clearly, because clearly sounded so suggestive to me. I'm not actually, that might have been, I might have missed that one. My bad, Mel. Time says, only thing changed is you had to make your own eggs in the morning because Big Mama always had the grits hot and ready to go. Unapologetic says, and Mike, that's why I'm telling you. He said, I'm swell. KJJ says, Fulio was tired though. That could have been avoided. Unapologetic say, time, when you pop up, you ain't got to make it do what it do for sure. Oh, how you eat oatmeal and cream of wheat without putting fruit or brown sugar in it? Good Lord, what has happened to the real big mamas of the world? Make sure all that stuff is on the table for you, man. The big mama, unfortunately, big mamas is dying out. The new big mama's gonna have runny tattoos. Some of this scribble scrabble that's all over their body, the flower's gonna be dead. The goddamn, you know how the bitches, ladies used to get Betty Boop and the leg kicking out the wine glass. Pretty soon, both legs gonna be hanging down over the glass like this here, like she got her feet in the pool. The bitch is gonna be laid back. Betty Boop dead. Like these bitches gonna be tattooed up. They gonna have piercings. They gonna look scary as hell. Oh, they still gonna be wearing them big flappy ass eyelashes when they blink. It look like a Venus flytrap. Make it clap, eye ass. They all that, man. And none of them can't cook. All the big mamas, they gonna be It's gonna be seafood boils or freezer burnt chicken nuggets. One or the other. You're gonna eat too excessive, or you're gonna eat some shit that's gonna tear your insides up. It's gonna be a crab boil, it's gonna be a seafood boil, or it's gonna be some goddamn freezer burnt chicken nuggets and noodles. One or the other. There ain't no in between. And anything they cook gonna come out the air fryer. Everything they make is gonna come straight from the air fryer. I promise you that. Tom says 313 west side of Detroit. Shout out to my east side of Detroit. And what it do, family? What up, though? Shout out to Detroit. What up, though? JJ said the boy Linda May. Oh, I ain't saying no name. He said, what's good? I'm in Orange Park, Florida. 478. Shout out Mike from the 478. Let's go. Shout out to my family. ATL Unapologetic says. Oh, Linda May says Pensacola, Florida in the house. Shout out to Pensacola. Let's go, Pensacola. What's up with it? Pensacola in the motherfucking house. Mike from the said, got to get to the chewing every goddamn day, man. Got to get the chewing. Got to get that chewing every goddamn day, man. Mike from the say, how Lotto end up being Big Mama? Can she cook? I think Lotto, she showed that she can cook. I don't know if she actually can. Hold on real quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Waffles, no syrup. Jelly, no jelly. Nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar. Oatmeal, no sugar. Nothing. I ate cereal with the canned milk, the powder milk, no milk. Ate cereal with the canned milk, the powder milk, no milk. Waffles, no syrup. Jelly, no jelly. Nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar, no syrup. With the canned milk.
With the powder milk. With the canned milk.
With the
Powder milk. Hey, shout out to y'all, though. Shout out to y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, man. Super duper salute. Y'all know I want to keep this motherfucker rolling, but we gotta go ahead and wrap it up. So I think this is a good time to go ahead and cut now that we done got to the main topic. Hold on first. Wait. I can't cut out just yet. Let me get to this J. Cole shit real quick, bro. Damn, I don't got the time. We're gonna have to come back with the J. Cole. let me take that out the title. I'm gonna have to come back with the J. Cole, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Well, we didn't necessarily lie because shit, I started off with some J. Cole shit. I just didn't get to the interview the way that I wanted. Matter of fact, let me just do it now.
Drake
it's
and
right
Kendrick thing got totally out of hand. Do you think it spiraled out of control?
The world
with a camera.
The way the world became like
no
politics. You're either Democrat or Republican. You're either Kendrick or you Drake, and you got to pick a side. Boom, boom. And I felt like the nigga that was like disgusted both ways, damn near. You know what I mean? So when you say did it get out of hand, it's like creatively, that's not my place to say.
Right.
But I think the out of hand that I think is like to me is like disgusting how people try to use that opportunity, either show how they really felt about Drake the whole time,
right,
or just like pile on
that's a fact.
and tear this dude down and like create a narrative as if he's not great. It was a whole campaign and probably still is to this day.
Right.
So on one hand, it's like, yo,
shout out Conway, South Carolina. Let's go.
I feel weird and they're gonna make headlines out of this. Just like when I see Kendrick get the moment he had, the pop out, the stadium, the Super Bowl,
the Grammys.
I'm like, I'm just as proud of this nigga as I was when I knew him back then. But I also hate that for Drake. And I hate how the world turns on him. And simultaneously, I'm over here like, man, I hope Iceman go crazy.
All right. That
nigga said, man, I hope Iceman go crazy. Rock Nation ain't with none of the beefing, bro. Ain't nobody from Rock Nation wanting no smoke. Ain't nobody from Rock Nation supporting this shit. Jay-Z just said, nigga, battling may need to be taken out of hip-hop, nigga. Jay-Z just said battling one of the four elements. He just broke down how the four elements of hip-hop ain't even hip-hop no more. And said take battling, the last element that was holding on, take that out too, nigga. J. Cole over here dipping out the. Listen, I love both of them the same. I just wanted to. I'm rooting for both. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with not taking sides. I'm not criticizing J. Cole for not taking sides, but you threw a punch and then backed out. But is this a testament, him backing out because he said he saw where it was going, he heard how filthy it was about to get? Is that a testament to what Jay-Z just said? Is hip hop now? Is hip hop now so cold-hearted and so driven by clicks that it has to be? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. This shit always been dirty. Hold on, bro. This nigga Tupac say, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. He said, my fofo make sure all your kids don't grow. He started off before you even heard the beat make a fucking noise, before you heard boom, 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 boom. Even though that's one of the most sampled songs in the motherfucking world. Before you heard boom, boom, this nigga said, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. $50 Cent told a nigga, murder, your life's on the line. Murder, your life's on the line. Pop shots with the 5th, then slide off in the 6th. Yo mammy, yo pappy, that bitch you chasing, them little dirty ass kids, I'll fucking erase them. So when did it get that dirty? We could go back further. I'm just saying, when did we reach the point to where this has always been a part of it? It's a blood. We always called hip hop, and unfortunately, right? I guess now, because it's actually become that, but we always called it a blood sport. I don't think we need to take battling out. I think we need to stop platforming the death music. Confrontation in hip hop has always been a part of hip hop. Competition, confrontation, contention, diss music, back and forth, addressing the issues, that's always been a thing. I get what he's saying about, it's going too far. That's the individuals involved. That's when you have to call out somebody like Pusha T for doing some feminine shit. Like, nigga, what, you on some baby mama shit? I'ma tell the world you got a baby. I'ma tell the world you got a baby, nigga. That's some baby mama shit. Oh, you got another kid. You got a kid. You ain't never said nothing. That's like some baby mama shit. Drake making false allegations about Kendrick beating on his woman. If we don't have no proof of that, you know what I'm saying? That's some. And Kendrick's side with the multiple allegations and putting a charge on a man that you don't have no proof just because people around him may have had, and I'm not excusing it, but I'm saying it's not Drake. And yeah, he had some weird activities. We not excusing what was on. Oh shit! Hold on, wait a minute. He did get on stage and he kissed that girl and he said, "Why you look like that?" or something. So I don't know. I might have to excuse Kendrick. With that one. But I'm saying this shit is not too. You said you left a rubber in a nigga baby seat. In a nigga's kid's baby seat. And I understand you've matured. You were in a different place in time at that point. But by Jay-Z being the quote unquote standard, especially for the up north region, let's not pretend like he didn't tell y'all niggas to change clothes, put on a suit, get it tapered up. He didn't tell you we wear platinum now. We drink Cristal and all, and y'all didn't follow. Don't act like y'all didn't follow every time he said this what we doing now. Y'all followed, okay? So are y'all gonna follow now? Are y'all following suit now? So what is music about to be? Either conscious, braggadocious, or party. We taking out the element of some type of aggression. Cause even if I'm talking to, I don't know. Well, you got Trap. You got Trap. I don't know, man. Let's just see where it go. Let's just see where it go, man. 6 more likes. Can we get 6 more likes, YouTube, please? Miguel Claudia, what up with it? He said, yo, what it do, what it do? Time says, Cash Money Records, did you see the deal that 50 just made with Planet Hollywood? I believe it's Planet Hollywood $100 million deal with them guys there. Oh, they play with Uno cards, 50 playing big chess. Jay-Z never told anybody to wear a suit in the 80s when people had fathers in their life. At that time, young boys had to go to church. We couldn't go to church with our pants hanging down. Shout out Big Homie. He say, yo, Rumor, what up? Chat, what up? Hey, Big Homie, what up? Shout out to you, my nigga. Time says 50 Cent is making AI skits and songs on the Harris family, on Rick Ross, on Jomo. Kicking down the door, I need my rent, squatter. 50 is not Balinese people no more. Atia Wood says, time. Word up, honey. Oh, the honey bun with the government cheese and that Carolina bologna out the oven. Oh, them boys were making some meals. Y'all were throwing something together. Survival mode. Phoenix said Jay-Z told him how to get out that beef. Stephen Evans says, West Side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust some bad boys. Niggas fuck for life. Mike from the field said, line them up, everybody getting it. Time says, fellas, let's not forget the great government cheese we used to get that made the bologna and cheese sandwich taste so damn good, and that government cheese made a hell of a macaroni and cheese on God. Mike from the field said, shit, soft. And when we eventually turn back to the elements, I honestly think breakdancing was always cool. Give us hip hop back. Give back breakdancing. Give back breakdancing, bro. I can understand. I still love to see graffiti. I still have appreciation for tags. I still see people tagging. I'm not saying to do it because it's illegal, right? But there are buildings. There are people who own storefronts that will let you come and display your art. They're asking for you to come out there and put murals up and put things, just odes to the neighborhood and stuff like that up. So you can still go out there and display your artwork without doing it illegally, even though that was a part of the rush. That was a part of what made it so fun, right? Going out there and just doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing, but it was wrong. So there are other ways to do that. Bring breakdancing back. Free breakdancing from the clutches of the motherfucking Olympics. Free breakdancing, bro. Jesus Christ. That shit is horrible. That display at Olympics was a travesty and a disrespect. But when the creators aren't the owners, this is what you get. When the creators aren't the owners, and if the creators are the owners, if they're willing to sell their creation, if they're willing to put a $sign on the price of their creation and the integrity of the creation, then this is what you get. I don't agree. I do understand where Jay-Z is coming from, but that's always been a part of hip hop. I think you have to talk to for that you have to speak to the individuals and just say, hey, bro, you went too far. You can't stop the crowd. And I also get it because now you have the hives. everybody has a hive. So, and everybody's in a flock. So it's not just the two artists beefing anymore, and we're waiting on the songs to see the outcome, and we're just reacting to the outcome. And we're waiting on a interview to drop in the magazine, or we're waiting on a magazine to drop a breakdown of, you know, an update on the situation. Now you drop a beef, you got 10 million reactions, 10 million TikToks, and each person has 10 million followers behind them that's going to go on every platform and campaign for them without even, they might not even be honest about the music. Some of them haven't even heard it. Oh, 50, Drake killing this nigga. Oh, Kendrick is killing this motherfucker. Like, didn't even hear the goddamn song. Nigga just, oh, Kendrick, nigga, I love this nigga. Oh, Drake, let me swing from your butt. Like, everybody just, you know. And they get involved, and then the fans get involved, and the fans want to start doing too much because they're starting to, they want to help the person that they're rooting for, but at what expense? At what cost? You know? They want to bring their teammate, they want to help Drake or Kendrick wins, but at what cost? They start digging up stuff, looking up into personal information, start dropping, even though this stuff is already out there. If it's not going viral in a tweet, nigga. We don't need to know these guys where these guys' homes are, their addresses, and all this other shit. Like, it gets real dirty. And then you see Kendrick did kind of play into that with that album cover with the red dots on it. It's like, bro, like I see what Jay-Z's saying, but at the same time, that's always been a part of hip hop. But it's the fans. Now it went from barbershop talk. It went from barbershop talk to actual online wars that may spill over. It was just barbershop talk. You would have these debates in the barbershop and go home. Now it's 24 hours, 7 days a week of this person rooting for this person. It's a never-ending battle, and everybody want to get their point across. But with all that being said, nigga, still we ain't stopping no diss songs, nigga. Fuck Mano. We ain't stopping no diss songs, bro. What is they talking about? We ain't stopping shit. Except this stream shortly. We finna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me get off in this chat before we get up out of here. Mike from the Ville, he shouting. He says, some niggas are dumb enough. But like y'all said, real game. Okay, hold on. He says, I'm glad drill is gone. Sadly, we lost so many people during that era. A lot of potential thrown away due to beef. Time says, Joseph, I truly believe that gangsters do not put anything on wax. It's the rappers who talked about the gangsters that put it on wax. Facts. Big homie says, I was ready to live. Oh, he said, I had to leave that drill shit alone. Shit had me thinking like a jit again. I'm ready to slide and do some BS for nothing, ready to go live and tell all the business and everything like a young nigga. Leave that shit alone, bro. Nigga, turn that music off. Mike from the Ville says, make sure you download the app as well. Right above the sub button. Yeah, go to the main page, hit the sub button, dog. Hit the sub button, dog. Discord link on the main channel. Above the sub button. It's all respect. It's all love. What's the, oh, for sure. Time says, and I can't forget my favorite cereal of all time. No Fruit Loops. Hold on. Fruity Pebbles, then it's not the gays, it was Applejack. Oh, I got lost in that one. Hold on, my bad. What's the link? Unapologetic says. Oh, yeah, we go on the Discord after the live, y'all. Go to the main page right above the sub button. You'll see the Discord link. We going to the Discord after the live. We're going to continue chopping it up over there. Super duper salute to y'all. Big homie says rap music is down over 60%. Juicy J said this years ago. People tired of hearing that drill-ish. Joseph Sly said, okay, they getting money. Time says, what? Attire Wood? Oh, Attire Wood, appreciate you. Stay blessed and balanced in life. We that had government cheese come from the struggle. God bless. For sure. Joseph says, you 80%, 80% of you rap cats are not gangsters. Facts. I am a gangster. Is that Niagara? Oh, you niggas are making it hot for dogs like me in these streets. 50, he's a gangster. Got you clowns scared. Joseph said, yo, Cam, holla at me, Orlando, Florida, Ivy Lane. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. That boy said, like I said, I'm a gangster and corporate. Time says, at Mike Facts, I grew up on Houdini. Friends, how many of us have them? Friends. Dog. Pastor Troy remade that song. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Pastor Troy, but that shit, that nigga say, Benz. What? How many of us have them? Benz. I said, man, get the fuck out of here. Shout out Pastor Troy. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the Twitch. Don't be a switch, make that glitch. Don't be a glitch, make that switch to Twitch. Y'all hit the Discord. We about to get in Discord. We about to chop it up. I appreciate y'all. Most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world. We out of here, man. Until what's the next one? Probably tap in tomorrow morning. Then y'all know I gotta start getting ready to hit that roll, dog. Everybody get your roll on. You know what I'm talking about? We got some shit we working on, man. But we out of here, dog. Everlasting, yay! Shout out to y'all, man. First and foremost, super duper salute. Big homie, super duper salute. That was my shit, though. Mike from the Ville say, show them how to get to the links real quick. Hold on. This all you got to do. Hold on. This all you got to do. Let me mute it up. Act like you on this page right here. Act like you sitting right here looking at the stream and you want to get on Discord. All you do is just go scroll down right here to the channel icon. Go to RUMORNATI Network. It takes you to the main channel. Right above the subscribe button, you'll see the Discord link. Click that Discord link. It should let you right in. All you got to do is give access. Hold on. Y'all seen too much. Did y'all see that picture? Y'all wasn't supposed to see that. That's how you know we working. Oh, y'all didn't see the picture. Okay, cool. Okay, y'all didn't see the picture. I thought the picture popped up. But I was about to say that just let you know we working. And she's working. And we working. Shout out to y'all, though. We going to get up out of here, man. We about to go in Discord and chop it up. Super duper salute to y'all. Most aggravating chat in the game. Most appreciated chat in the world. Like my bro say, I reserve the right to be wrong. That's only room for human error. I'll never set you out on purpose. Also, I identify as a multimillionaire in this world full of choices. Everybody want to be a dog, cat, a man, a woman, a Crayola crayon, and they weren't born that. We have to put respect on their identity. So please put respect on mine. I'm rich as fuck. I identify as a multimillionaire. All right. So, and if they got a bathroom, I need a cash register. So tighten up. Other than that, this is the RUMORNATI Network.